Hello everyone, Art Valario, Royal LePage Art Team. There's a scam out there and I think everybody needs to be aware of it and pay close attention to anybody that calls you that tries this little story on you. So here's what we found. A buyer calls the office, or calls a particular realtor, indicates that they found a property that they'd like to write an offer on. Usually it's a property that's been on the market for a little while, so it's not like it's something hot or something that everybody wants. And they explain that they're out of the country, but they'd like to negotiate the offer, and they will follow up with a deposit check if the offer is accepted. But everything must be done by email. And they pick some exotic place like China or Africa or someplace in Europe as to where they're traveling, and completely out of contact, of course. Well, we say fine, we present the offer, we make sure that our sellers are aware that never met this guy, we don't know what's really going on, it's probably a scam, but let's just follow it through. So we follow it through, the offer is accepted, the buyer says he needs a buyer condition for financing and a buyer condition for inspection, and he's going to assign somebody to do that because he'll be away for quite some time. He also, and this is the little trick, insists on a lawyer. He asks us to recommend the lawyer and that he will hold, or that he will send deposits for the lawyer to hold in trust, which kind of almost makes it sound legitimate, because if he's going to send money to the lawyer, it kind of takes the whole transaction out of our hands and the lawyer's handling the funds, so he can verify whether they're real funds or not. So we say fine and move forward. Well, our realtor in this particular case was smart enough to Google this fellow's name, or the name that he had given him, and guess what you find? You find everything about everybody on Google, and really it's hard to hide. So people had run up against this scam all over North America. Same name in some cases and a different name in other cases, but still the same concept, same kind of scenario. And what in the end was going on was that he would eventually send a bank draft, or what looked like a bank draft, a falsified bank draft of some kind, which the lawyer would immediately deposit into his account, and shortly thereafter, within a day or two, write a letter to the lawyer demanding his money back, saying that he would not be removing conditions and would not be purchasing the home. The lawyer, in some cases, and we found these stories online, actually refund the money because they didn't take the time to verify that the funds had cleared, assuming that it was a bank draft and that a bank draft would automatically clear. Guess what? The lawyer lost $15,000. When we discovered the story and the scam, we made the lawyer that we had referred aware of it, and the buyer disappeared. So look out for it. It's a scam that's as old as time, really. It's about a fake check or an unacceptable bank draft being replaced by your trust account's money. So keep an eye out for it. Make sure that you pay attention, and whenever you're dealing with anybody that you haven't met, cross all your T's, dot all your I's, and get your broker and your lawyer involved. Once again, make our team your team.